What's good? It's your guy D Money here from Juice Radio with the latest winner in our Fresh Coast Face-Off from Grynch. And he's one of those guys that always seems to come up and people are talking about hip-hop in Seattle. Indeed, his latest single, Mr. Rogers, on such a beautiful day, which is today, it was available for purchase on iTunes. He basically won this over Josh Breisberg. Even the rights to this interview. His style can be best summed up as humble and positive, especially considering that this guy had a single and a music video last year dedicated to his Volvo, which coincidentally we're actually sitting in right now. We're sitting in a semi-famous car. So Grynch, first off, how you doing?
Doing all right, man. I'm trying to shake this cold, but otherwise I'm just fine, man.
So about that latest single, Mr. Rogers, how'd you come up with this concept? Other than was it just one of the shows that you watched as a kid?
I definitely watched the show when I was growing up and stuff. But I mean, I pretty much, Jake Warren sent me some beats, and actually no, this wasn't one that he sent me. I went over to his spot, and he was just playing a bunch of beats, and I heard this one. I was like, man, I like that one, so we threw it on the CD, and I was bumping some of the ones that we had listened to, and I was just listening to the song. I was like, man, this is like real feel good, sunny day type of music, and I was just like, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And I was like, then I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, like Mr. Rogers. So I just kind of came up with that, concept through that. I mean, a lot of times, I'll just go walk around the neighborhood and, just, especially when it's nice out, just kind of chill, man, just enjoy the fresh air and whatnot. And that's pretty much the concept of the song, man. It's pretty straightforward, but yeah.
What else did you watch? Did you watch Dr. Seuss perhaps because your name is Grynch?
Not really. I mean, I'm definitely familiar with a lot of, Dr. Seuss stuff, but, yeah, it wasn't really like a big, focal point in my life like that.
So far, it's been a minute since you dropped an album. When's this, next Grynch album coming, and when are we looking for it to be, happen? How would you describe getting the time being right for it?
Yeah, I'm working on a new full-length album right now. I mean, it's just, it's time. I'm, since my last full length came out in early 2008, and since then, I dropped 3 EPs. I dropped Something More EP in late 2008. I dropped the Chemistry EP in the summer of 2009, and then I dropped the Timeless EP this past spring. And I mean, I just feel like it's time, man, for a new full length and stuff, and definitely, well on its way, So
how have you matured as an artist through your years of doing this rap game?
I think it's just perspective, perspective on life in general. I mean, if you listen to like my music that I was putting out when I was like 18, 19 years old, it definitely reflects music that an 18 or 19-year-old would be making. I truly feel like the music as it, if you listen to a lot of my releases, in succession, you'll definitely notice the growth personally. I mean, I'd say, when I was younger, I was definitely, a lot more cocky and whatnot like that. I mean, like any, damn near every young rapper is. And I think, as an MC, like you're always gonna have that edge to you. But I mean, I would definitely say, my mind state is just, I try to just have a really good perspective on life and all situations in general, and not do stupid shit, say stupid shit, just kind of shoot myself in the foot, so, yeah.
So, what exactly constitutes, like, being successful in your career and your book?
I mean, success is all relative, man. Me personally, I mean, I feel like, I mean, of course, every artist is always going to strive for more, but, I mean, I truly feel like stuff that I've already done, and I mean, I'm not even, doing it crazy big, at all. But I mean, I really feel like, a lot of things have already exceeded my, my hopes and expectations. I don't really want to say expectations, just kind of like, my hopes for doing this music thing. And I mean, I just, I mean, if I can connect with, a listener, or people, and like my music can, impact their life in a positive way somehow, I mean, that defines success to me. If you can, really, if the music can, help someone in some way, or just, do something, you know what I mean, constructive for them, I look at that as success. I mean, shit, man, I could give, I mean, of course every artist wants to strive for stuff, but I mean, at this point I could really give a fuck about, oh man, I'm about to blow the fuck up and make hella money and this, that, and the third. Like, nah, man. I mean, just pretty much success to me is just connecting with people and having your music impact them, in as positive a way as possible.
Yeah, and what are your perceptions about what is going on in the town? Some people are boasting about blowing up, and there's a lot of people that basically seem to be on that frontal edge. But there's a lot of people that are really making names for themselves, and they're actually say themselves they're a success because they're actually reaching a lot of people at the same time. What are your opinions about everything?
Just about what, like what's going on, like in the area in general?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I mean, I think there, now more than ever, I mean, there's really a lot of quality music coming out of this region, and I mean, shoot, I mean, I just much love and best wishes to everybody. You know what I mean? Get it however you can. But yeah, like I said, man, it's important to keep perspective and not get gassed up off of stuff that in the grand scheme of things really isn't as major as a lot of folks might perceive it to be themselves. You know what I mean? I think that's one thing that I've noticed. Doing music, man. It's like folks get really gassed up off of the littlest things. You know what I mean? And sometimes, I mean, it's about that perspective, man. I mean, that's a word that I keep on using, but it's like if you don't have, a proper perspective on stuff, you're just gonna make yourself look like an asshole over and over again, And shoot, I mean, at the end of the day, man, that's sure bad. But I mean, back to really, the essence of the question. I really feel like, yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of really good things going on. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of, I'm excited to see, how things progress and what happens. You know what I mean? Because I can't see things, just taking a dive. I really just think things are going to continue to grow and progress and, keep on the up and up. So we'll see how it happens because, things are going real good right now, in my opinion.
Anybody's names that you're looking particularly at right now?
Yeah, shoot, I mean, my folks, The Physics, just dropped their new album. It's the sun. They make some of my favorite music in Seattle, in general, but especially in the summer, man. I mean, their music is just stuff that I bump, on the regular in the summertime, of course, Macklemore, Blue Scholars, my boy Saul, my dude Fede Luciano about to drop his new stuff. It's just a lot of folks. I like that Hell of a Stay stuff. It's just a lot of stuff, man. I mean, I could really honestly sit and rattle off names for days. I mean, if we really wanted me to, man. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. What about the immediate future for you? What's going on for Grynch?
Man, just working on a new album. That's my primary focus right now. Is working on the album. Getting it done and getting it out so that people can hear it. So, and yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm gonna be hitting the road with the Blue Scholars for a few dates in October. So I'm really looking forward to that. Just continuing to keep things pushing, and see what happens. So.
All right. Where on the web can people go for the social networks and tell them about your site? Where can they go follow that?
Yeah, just hit up getgrynch.com, GETGRYNCH.com. Facebook.com / Grynch Music, Grynch206 on Twitter. I'm around. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Grynch, for coming through, and much love to you in the future.
Thank you, sir.